Chapter 2: Basics of Internet. The internet is all around us these days, but how exactly does it work? Imagine a giant web made of physical cables, like fiber optics and copper wires, connecting devices all over the world. When you use the internet, information like a video gets broken into tiny packets of data that travel across these cables. Once they reach their destination, these packets are reassembled and displayed on your screen. Every device has a unique address called an IP address, similar to a house address, allowing devices to find each other. The World Wide Web is a service on the internet like a giant library where websites are the books. The internet is the infrastructure, the roads and bridges, while the web is one of the ways we access information. Think of the internet as a highway system and the web as the individual cars traveling on those roads. The internet is constantly evolving, making it an ever-growing and exciting place to explore. Welcome to Chapter 3. Today, we're diving into the basics of search engines. Search engines are programs that find and organize information on the internet based on your queries. They use complex algorithms to index and rank web pages so you get the most relevant results. The most popular search engines you likely use every day are Google, Bing, and Yahoo. From finding the best mobile phone reviews to learning a new programming language like C++. Search engines also help you find images, videos, and even the best route for your next trip. Whether you're shopping for a gift or looking for entertainment, search engines make it all accessible. Mastering search engines is the first step to unlocking the vast knowledge of the internet. Now that we know the basics, let's take a closer look at the three core operations: crawling, indexing, and ranking. First is crawling. Search engines use programs called web crawlers or spiders to search the web for fresh material by visiting millions of pages. Next is indexing. The Google Index organizes and categorizes all that information so it can be retrieved instantly when someone searches. Finally, ranking determines which pages are the most relevant to a user's query and should appear first in the search results. These three components, the crawler, the database, and the search interface, work together to make the internet searchable for everyone. Understanding these operations is key to optimizing your content so search engines can find and rank you correctly. Welcome to Chapter 4 of our series. Today, we take a deep dive into the engine room of the internet, crawling and indexing. Crawling is the process where search engine bots systematically browse the web to discover and collect data. Think of spiders traversing a web, following links from one page to another to build a map of information. The process begins with seed URLs, initial addresses that spiders use as a jumping-off point. Bots fetch the HTML content, passing every element from text to metadata to understand the page. They then extract internal and external links, following them recursively to discover new content. This data is stored in the index, and bots periodically revisit pages to check for any updates. But what controls this? Webmasters use files like robots.txt to guide bots and manage their crawl budget. XML sitemaps provide a roadmap, while fast page speeds ensure bots can crawl your site efficiently. Once crawled, data is organized during indexing. A key concept here is the cache date. The cache date is a snapshot of exactly when a search engine last visited and stored your page. Checking this date helps you analyze SEO health, recover content, or troubleshoot indexing issues. Now let's discuss a common SEO pitfall: orphan pages. These are indexable pages with no internal links, making them invisible to your site's structure. Orphan pages are missed opportunities. They waste crawl budget and rarely rank in search results. Without internal link authority, these pages are often dropped from the index entirely. To fix this, ensure your important pages are part of your main navigation and internal linking strategy. Regularly auditing for orphan pages improves both user experience and search visibility. That concludes Chapter 4. Next, we'll explore the algorithms Google uses to rank your content. See you there.
Welcome to Chapter 5. Today, we are diving into the heart of search: Google algorithms for ranking. Google's algorithm is a complex system of rules and calculations used to rank web pages in its search engine results pages, or SERPs. It's designed to determine the relevance, quality, and authority of web pages in response to a user's specific search query. The process starts with crawling and indexing. Google uses automated programs called spiders to discover and store content in its massive database. When ranking these pages, Google considers hundreds of factors. Key among them are content relevance, quality, and originality. User experience is also critical. including factors like page load speed, mobile friendliness, and secure HTTPS connections. Authority is measured through backlinks, PageRank, and the overall trustworthiness of a domain. These signals tell Google how important a page is. To keep search results high quality, Google regularly updates its algorithm. Major updates have significantly shaped SEO practices over the years. Increasingly, Google uses machine learning and AI to better understand natural language and identify the true intent behind search queries. Google claims to update its search algorithm several thousand times per year. Most are small, but some fundamental changes disrupt SEO forever. Let's look at the most critical changes, starting with the Panda update in 2011, which targeted low quality or duplicate content. Panda penalized sites with thin content or user-generated spam, assigning a quality score to web pages as a ranking factor. In 2012, the Penguin update took aim at spammy or irrelevant links and over-optimized anchor text. Its goal was to downrank sites with unnatural backlink profiles, effectively ending low-effort link building strategies. The 2013 Hummingbird update was a major shift, helping Google interpret search intent rather than just individual keywords. Using natural language processing, it allowed pages to rank even if they didn't contain the exact words a user entered. The 2015 mobile update shifted focus entirely, prioritizing fast and user-friendly mobile versions of websites. That same year, Google introduced RankBrain, a machine learning AI system that helps understand complex and unique queries. Google calls RankBrain its third most important ranking factor, as it learns from user interactions to provide more relevant results. The 2018 Medic update disproportionately affected Your Money, Your Life websites in the medical, finance, and legal sectors. It highlighted the importance of EAT signals, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness in content ranking. In 2019, the BERT update further refined search by using advanced NLP to understand nuance and context in queries. Since 2017, Google has referred to major changes as core updates. These are broad improvements to how the system assesses overall content. Think of it like refreshing a top 100 movies list. Some new films deserve a higher spot, while older ones naturally shift down. The best way to adjust to these updates is to focus on offering the best people-first content you possibly can. We also have exact match domains, or EMDs. Historically, these gave a slight ranking advantage if the domain matched a keyword. However, Google updated its algorithm to reduce their influence, focusing instead on high-quality content and user experience. Today, having an exact match domain doesn't provide the same SEO edge. Content relevance is what truly matters for long-term success. In summary, successful SEO requires a mix of strong content strategy, technical optimization, and earning quality backlinks. By understanding user intent and creating comprehensive content, you'll win in both engagement and search rankings. Stay informed, stay adaptable, and keep focusing on value. See you in the next chapter. Welcome back. Today we are diving into chapter 6, where we explore the essential pillars of the internet: web servers, web hosting, and domain names. We'll cover how websites are stored, how they're accessed, and the technology that keeps the digital world running smoothly. First, let's answer the big question. What is a web server? Simply put, it's a computer system that hosts websites and delivers content to users. When you browse the web, your browser sends requests to these servers, which then serve back the requested web pages. A web server consists of both hardware, the physical machine, and software, the applications like Apache or Nginx that manage content delivery. Its core functions include storing website files, responding to HTTP requests, and serving various types of content like images and videos. Modern servers also run applications to generate dynamic content and implement security measures like SSL for encrypted connections. Beyond the main HTTP server, we also have database servers for storage and file servers for managing requested files. Now that we understand servers, let's talk about web hosting. Think of it as renting space on a server where your website lives. Hosting provides the technologies and resources needed to make your website accessible on the internet. There are several types of hosting to choose from, depending on your needs and budget. Let's break them down. Shared hosting is the most cost-effective option, where multiple websites share resources on a single server, perfect for small sites. VPS, or Virtual Private Server Hosting, divides a physical server into multiple virtual ones, offering more control for growing websites. Dedicated hosting gives you an entire physical server all to yourself, providing maximum performance and security for large-scale operations. Cloud hosting uses a network of virtual servers, offering incredible scalability as resources adjust based on your traffic demand. Finally, managed hosting is where the provider handles all the technical server management, letting you focus entirely on your content. Key components to look for in a hosting plan include storage space, bandwidth for traffic, and a high uptime guarantee. Don't forget about security features like SSL certificates and regular backups to protect your data from loss or corruption. To summarize the relationship, the web server is the technology that processes requests, while web hosting is a service providing the infrastructure. Both are crucial for making your website accessible to users all over the world. But how do users actually find your server? That's where domain names come in. Think of it as your website's home address. A domain name is a human-readable address that people type into their browser to visit your site. Let's look at the structure. A URL includes the protocol, domain, and often subfolders or slugs for specific pages. A domain name itself has two main parts: the second-level domain, like example, and the top-level domain, or TLD, like .com. Common TLDs include .com for commercial sites, .org for non-profits, and .edu for educational institutions. In recent years, many new TLDs have been introduced, like .blog, .shop, and .tech, offering even more options for your brand. When choosing a domain, prioritize relevance and memorability. Make sure it reflects your brand and is easy for users to spell. So, how do you actually book one? It's a straightforward process involving a few key steps. First, choose a name and check its availability using a registrar like GoDaddy or Namecheap. Once you find a winner, you can complete the purchase. After buying your domain, you need to link it to your web hosting server by setting up your DNS records. DNS, or Domain Name System, acts like a phone book, directing visitors from your domain name to the correct IP address of your server. Finally, let's look at booking a hosting plan. Choose a provider, select the right plan type, and configure your billing cycle. Once purchased, you'll gain access to a dashboard where you can manage your settings, install software like WordPress, and upload your files. And that's a wrap on Chapter 6. We've covered the basics of web servers, the different types of hosting, and how domain names tie it all together. Remember, the server processes the request. Hosting provides the space for your files, and the domain name is the address that brings it all together. With these three elements in place, you're ready to launch your own piece of the internet. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next chapter. Welcome to Chapter 7. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of website creation and exploring what makes a site truly work. From business hubs to personal blogs, websites are the digital storefronts of our modern world. But how are they actually built? To understand a website, imagine it's like building a house. It needs a foundation, walls, and a roof, each playing a crucial role. The foundation is the code. The walls are your content, the text and images. And the roof? That's the visual design and layout. Every house has a front door, and for a website, that's the homepage. It needs to be clear and inviting to entice visitors. The navigation bar is your roadmap. It should be easy to find and use, guiding users exactly where they need to go. Don't forget the calls to action, like buy now buttons. And the footer, the basement, where you find contact details and copyright info. Next, let's talk about user experience, or UX. It's how users feel when they interact with your site. It should be intuitive and enjoyable. Think of it like the flow of a well-designed house. Visual design and functionality work together to create that first impression. The web is a vast landscape, and websites come in all shapes and sizes. Let's look at some common types. A business website is a digital headquarters, showcasing products, services, and brand identity to potential customers. E-commerce sites are virtual shopping malls, allowing users to browse, purchase, and pay for products directly online. Blogs are online journals for sharing insights, while portfolios act as digital resumes for freelancers and artists. Educational sites provide virtual classrooms, while news sites keep you informed with up-to-the-minute stories. So, how do we build one? It starts with planning and strategy. You have to define your goals and know who you're trying to reach. Then comes information architecture, organizing your content logically so users can easily find what they need. After creating content, we move to UI design and programming, transforming plans into a functional website. You can code from scratch for maximum flexibility or use a content management system like WordPress for a more user-friendly approach. Finally, we test everything rigorously for bugs before deployment. Once it's ready, the site is made accessible to the public. Usability is key. Can users achieve their goals effectively and efficiently? It's about learnability and satisfaction. Key principles include learnability, how easy it is for new users, and efficiency, how quickly they can perform tasks. We also focus on memorability, robust error handling, and overall user satisfaction to ensure a pleasant experience. True user experience is broader. It must be useful, findable, accessible to everyone, and most importantly, credible. Enhance UX with clear navigation, fast load times, and a consistent design across all your pages. In today's world, a responsive website is a necessity. Think of it as a chameleon of the web. It adapts its layout to fit any screen size, ensuring an optimal experience for every visitor, no matter their device. Responsive design boosts mobile traffic, improves SEO, and showcases your brand's professionalism. Finally, let's look at wireframes. These are basic visual guides that focus on layout and functionality, not colors or images. They ensure the structure is solid before the visual design is applied. It's the blueprint for your digital house. Website architecture then organizes that content logically, creating an intuitive navigation system for the user. Creating a website is a journey from initial strategy to final launch, always keeping the user at the center. With these basics, you're ready to start your own website creation journey. Thanks for watching and see you next time.